Came back to Las Vegas differently this time. This was not just another poker trip. This wasn't about rushing into a tournament room, buying in, sitting down, and just hoping the cards went my way. This trip was about preparation. The scouting trip had really helped my prep. It showed me what I would face, what I'd be looking at, before I had to look at it under pressure. I learned the walking, I learned the room. I learned the registration flow, and I learned how the noise, the scale, the timing, and the energy of the World Series can affect you. It can drain you. That scouting trip was not a side trip. It was the reason this return felt different. At the World Series of Poker, the tournament does not really begin when the first hand is dealt. It begins way before that. It begins with the travel. It begins with the airport, the flight, the landing, the hotel, the room, the food you have to find, the type of food you have to find, the water, the hydrating, the walking, the noise, the timing, and the constant suck of your energy. All of it matters. That's why I say, you don't enter tournaments, you enter conditions. Almost every poker player I've ever met, they all think preparation is just knowing the structure, knowing the blinds, and know what event they're playing, and what the competition's like. For me, preparation is a lot better than that, and a lot bigger than that. After dealing with world-class athletes and Olympians for over 30 years on a constant basis, I've seen firsthand what it takes to be a great competitor and a winner above and beyond physical talent or mental talent. The best competitors do not show up and hope. They prepare the conditions around performance. They manage energy. They manage emotion. They manage timing. They manage the environment before the pressure ever starts. That lesson carries directly into poker. For me, the little things are not little. And for any great athlete, they're not little. It's making sure your body and my body is ready. It's making sure that I know the room. It's making sure I have water, food, chargers, clothes, place to reset, lay down. It's knowing how far I have to walk. It is knowing where the registration and the check-in area is. It is knowing the environment before I get there and what it feels like before I sit down. Because when you're older, or even if you're younger, if you want to play your very best, you know the little things are not so little. They become a part of the game and the competition. This return to Vegas was built on the scouting trip. I'd already seen the scale. I had already felt the walking. I'd already seen all the distractions. I'd already studied the venue. I'd already learned where the pressure points were. So this time I was not walking in blind. I was walking in prepared. That is the OPPStyle approach. You observe, you process, you establish position, and then you get secure in your judgment. This episode is the runway. It's the travel, the arrival, the setup, the reset, the food and the hydration, the hotel base camp, the walk into the World Series environment. This is the calm before the storm, before the tournament story begins. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm not chasing action. I'm not firing tired bullets. I'm not letting the room, the noise, and the moment pull me out of who I am. I'm the calm, prepared coach. I play a disciplined, selective, aggressive style. I pause. I observe. I protect my stack. I protect my energy. I let other people reveal themselves. I let the cards come to me. And before I enter the tournament, I enter the conditions. That's part of preparation. That is what this day was about. It was about getting there, getting settled, getting organized, conserving energy, getting ready. Las Vegas has energy. The WSOP has energy. The signs, the crowds, the hallways, the tournament rooms, it all pulls and just sucks at you. If you're not prepared, the environment can play you way before the players do.
Well, that's it. Officially registered for a $3,000 buy-in, and I can turn around when it's time to leave, just leave with it. Everybody have a great day. Okay, well, here I am at the Paris Hilton in Las Vegas at the WSOP. It's been a long day. I traveled. I was actually going to play a game when I got here, but I was way too tired. This is why I came. It's evening here. Local time is 10:13. I guess local time I started about 2 a.m. Right now it's 1:13 at home. But this is why preparation matters. Today was all about travel. It was about getting here. It was about setting up base camp. It was about going and getting some food. It was getting some food for the room. It was all about conserving energy for the days that are coming up, not being mentally drained. But I was prepared. I knew what was coming. The scouting trip was not a side trip. It was the lead up and part of the situation I'm in now, getting ready to play. Tomorrow is about walking the route, getting ready, being prepared. I know that at 10 a.m., event number 72 with a $1,000 buy-in begins. That's when we find out how much and what an asset this scouting trip was. Keep in mind, as a competitor, you don't enter tournaments, you don't enter meets, you don't enter games, you enter conditions. And how well you're ready for those conditions is predicated on everything you did to get to that point. See you tomorrow.